Yeah, Matt, you're on my big screen.
Yeah, I want this on it.
Okay.
Yeah, Matt's on my big screen too. What the heck?
That's
Hey.
because whoever's talking is the biggest.
Oh,
So
nice.
for right now, I'm going to mute you guys so we can do prayer.
No, don't mute us. We just want to talk. It's annoying.
Yeah,
For prayer.
everyone shut up so she doesn't mute it.
Okay. So let us remember that we're in the holy presence of a loving God. This morning, let's pray for our medical personnel and all of the essential workforce people who still have to go into work and provide for everybody else. Because I'm sure it's difficult to have to go out and risk your life every day. Okay. St. John Baptist de La Salle, pray for us, live Jesus in our hearts forever. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the impersonal expressions, which I know that I have been talking about a lot, but we haven't really made a good list of them. So impersonal expressions are phrases that give an opinion that's subjective. Do you guys know what subjective means? Subjective versus objective? Maybe. No. Okay. So subjective means that it's up to the person who's speaking, like their own opinion, and it might not be true for everybody else. Objective is something that is true apart from opinion. So if we say, we know that the earth is round, that's objective. People have other opinions, but those opinions are wrong. So we know that on a nice day, the sky is blue, and on a dreary day, it might be gray. At night, the sun goes down. Those are objective statements. Subjective statements are ones that are different for everybody. In my opinion, blue is the best color. That's subjective, because for someone else, they might like green or red or pink or purple or any other color. Okay, so if it's based on the opinion of the person speaking, that's subjective. Yeah, Kenzie, kind of like liking something. That's a personal opinion too. Okay, so the phrases that we're going to look at all require the subjunctive because they're subjective. So when you state an opinion and the next word after K is a verb, that verb is almost always in the subjunctive. So we're going to make a good list now. And you guys should be able to see the screen. Whoa. Okay. So hoy es el 30 de marzo de 2020. Sí, hoy es el 30 de marzo de 2020. Y vamos a hablar hoy de los impersonal expressions. That require the subjunctive. Okay. I'm going to unmute you so that you can ask questions live, but there can't be any crosstalk, okay? So if somebody's speaking, then you're not going to be. All right, so impersonal expressions that require the subjunctive. We're literally going to make a list. It's going to be not super long, but long enough to do what we have to do. So, es bueno or malo? Okay, what would that mean?
Good or bad?
Yeah, it's good or bad that, and that's once again somebody's opinion usually. So Matt said it's good that there's no school, and Kenzie said it's bad that there's no school. Those are opinions. Es dudoso. Okay. It's doubtful that. You could also say, I doubt that. It's doubtful that. Es importante que. and es imposible or posible que. I'm going to put the English for the ones that I don't think you guys know, but if there are other ones that you're not sure what they mean, stop me and I'll tell you.
Why did like only these ones require the subjunctive?
Because they're giving an opinion that is true for the person speaking, but might not be true for everybody else. So basically, if the action may or may not be true, you have to use a subjunctive. Okay, so like it's doubtful that we'll go back to school this week. If there was a miracle, maybe we could, but it's doubtful that that's going to happen. So the action of going back to school would be the subjunctive action. Okay. Es mejor que. Es necesario que. Es raro que. Okay. Es terrible que. Es una lástima que. It's a shame that. Es urgente que. No es cierto que. Why does not true? Why does saying something like it's not true that? Why would that imply the subjunctive, do we think?
Because not everyone believes that it's not true.
Yeah, because we're saying that there's doubt about it. Basically, if something's not true, it means that we doubt it.
What's Flaherty?
Yes.
What does mejor mean again?
Best or better. In this case, it's better that. Good question. Thank you, Kenzie. Okay. And no es seguro. Okay. It's not certain that. All right. All right, so this is something that's difficult for some people, these expressions that don't need the subjunctive, because they still, to us as English speakers, sound like there's some doubt. But these two do not use a subjunctive. Yo creo que. I believe that. And yo pienso que. Or I think that. And that's because when we say that I believe or that I think, that means that there's no doubt in our mind that that thing is true. So the subjunctive can't be used because we're not expressing doubt. So if we said, I believe that it's safer to stay at home, that it would not be in the subjunctive because we're saying that for me, that's absolutely true. So just when you say I believe or I think or anyone believes or thinks, the word that comes after that does not use a subjunctive. Even though to us it sounds like there still could be some doubt because it's still opinion based. And there's one more thing that I want to cover, and then I want to do a couple of examples, and then we're all done.
Are we
Okay.
gonna have homework?
Yep, it's going to be on Classroom. It should only take like 10 or 15 minutes.
The one from last time was so hard.
The one from last time?
Yeah, like the last homework assignment that we had.
Yeah, that was hard.
Was that the one with the irregular yo verbs?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That one's hard just because you have to pay a lot of attention to things. Did you guys see? I'm going to stop sharing this for 1 second. Did you guys see the the notes that I put up with the verbs of the regular yo forms? Did you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's going to be really, really helpful as we go forward. So on Classroom, you guys should be checking this pretty frequently. But these notes right here, can you guys see the computer screen? Like the
Yeah.
the Chrome? Yeah. Okay,
Mhm.
so these notes right here are all the verbs of the regular yo forms, which will help us to form the subjunctive.
I didn't even see that.
Yep, I posted it a little bit after I posted the assignment, so keep this handy. If you guys want to copy it down later, it was from a post on Friday. Okay. All right, so wrong thing. Somehow getting worse at using this. Okay, so we should be back to our notes. All right, so the impersonal expressions that require the subjunctive, followed by some that do not need the subjunctive, and you should not use a subjunctive for those two. And then I just want to talk about
Wait,
the
why do
verb
those,
haber. What's that, Matt?
why do those not need it?
Why do those two not need it?
Yeah.
Because the speaker has no doubt about what they're saying.
Okay.
The speaker thinks those things are true, so there's no doubt. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so the last thing that we're going to talk about before we do some examples is this verb, haber, because this is a verb people struggle with. Does anyone remember what haber means? No, that's hablar. That's hablar. Haber, in the present tense, it looks like I, H-A-Y. Anyone remember what that means?
No.
Okay, so haber is kind of a weird, yeah, Aaron, it means there is, exactly. So haber means to be, as in to exist. So there are 24 students in my class. 24 students exist in my class. So if you are talking about the existence or presence of something, you use haber. And we've used it in a lot of different ways. I, meaning there is or there are, like Aaron said. In the preterite, we had hubo, there was or there were. In the imperfect, we had había, which would be like there used to be, or there, yeah, pretty much there used to be. We had used it in the present perfect in the pluperfect when we said like I have spoken or had spoken, but we don't need to write that down right now. The present subjunctive is haya, haya. And that kind of means like that there be, which sounds weird, but es una lástima que no haya deportes. It's a shame that there's not to be any sports right now. And it sounds really weird in English, but if something is going to or not going to exist, then we're going to use the word haya. Okay, so if we were going to say like it's a shame that there's no school, how can we say that? Yes, Kenzie, this is examples for the subjunctive. I was just kind of putting in haber because we need to use that in the subjunctive, and I wanted to make sure we knew what it meant before we started doing that. Okay, so let's say, es terrible que haya una contagión. Contagión. I'm going to change that from contagion to sickness. Una enfermedad tan mala.
On the homework, is it going to be like all haber?
Nope, but you're probably going to want to use it a couple times on your homework, which is why I'm putting it in here. We're going to be using the subjunctive on the homework.
Oh.
Okay, so what does that example say? Es terrible que haya una enfermedad tan mala. And enfermedad means sickness. Okay. I hit unmute all again, Maeve. I don't know why it's not doing that for you.
It is terrible that there's such a bad sickness.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Nate. Yeah, it's terrible that there's such a bad sickness. Es importante que todos hospedemos en casa.
I'm confused on this part.
Okay. So the verb hospedar means to stay. So it's important that we all
Stay home.
Stay at home, exactly. And then es necesario que lavemos las manos y no toquemos las caras. It's necessary that
Lava on my hands.
kind of. What should do with our hands?
Wash.
Yeah, it's important that we wash our hands and that we don't tocar la cara.
You're lucky I'm muted.
Mhm.
You're lucky I'm muted. I wasn't.
Wait, what did the last one mean?
It's necessary that we
I wasn't.
wash our hands and don't touch our
I
faces.
just muted myself again. Ugh.
Okay.
Never mind.
Wash our hands and don't touch our faces.
I'm out.
Yeah.
And what is the first one again?
Okay. Any questions so far?
Yeah, what does the first example mean again?
It's terrible that there is such a bad sickness.
Oh, okay.
Like, what did you conjugate?
This word here,
Hiya.
aya, comes from haber. I'll put it in parentheses, haber. And this word here comes from hospedar. And then we have this one and this one from lavar and tocar. Why did the C and tocar change to a QU?
Because it's a Pargar verb.
Because it's a car verb, and in order to keep that k sound, we need to change the spelling.
Why did you have to conjugate two of them?
Huh?
Conjugated two of them.
Oh, because we're talking about two different activities in the same sentence. So it's necessary that we wash our hands and that we don't touch our faces. We wash and we don't touch are both conjugated.
Gianna.
I know, I had an itch.
Okay? More questions? Any concerns?
Is that it?
That's all for the notes, yeah.
Wait. So which one of these am I using on the homework?
Matt, you are going to use the subjunctive. So it could be any verb, but it's going to be the subjunctive. So,
Like the subjunctive irregular or the subjunctive present tense?
okay, so it's gonna, they're all going to be subjunctive present tense, but there might be some irregular verbs in there, like saber, ir, ser, estar, and dar are all irregular in that tense. Okay, and all the ones that have irregular yo forms are also irregular, or not irregular, but the yo form affects that tense too.
Yeah, the yo form you take off the O, but what if it's an O?
What do you add instead of the O?
No, like what if there isn't an O?
If there's not an O, it's those five that are irregular: ser, ir, dar, estar, and saber.
Stand-in.
What's up?
Oh.
If it isn't irregular, then you cut the O and switch the ending.
Yes. Yep. Okay. All right. More questions? We good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll put your assignment up. If you have questions on it, email me, or we can do Google Hangout anytime between 1 and 3.
Today?
All right. Any Monday through Friday.
Okay.
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 I don't
All
have
right.
Google Hangout.
I don't know.
Everybody does. You just have to go to your Gmail. I can show you really quick where that is.
Hi, Ebony.
Hey, kids.
This is the first time I saw you today. Day.
What's up, Eb?
All right. So over here where it says that I'm available for office hours right there, you would just hit plus and then add whoever you want to talk to. And it's like instant messaging, but there's also a video call feature.
Like FaceTime.
Mr. D.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
All right. Any other questions?
No.
Can I see Jose now?
All right. So we're going to end
It's on the
class.
other side of the screen.
It's probably like, what the?
Have a great day, guys.
You too.
Have a great
Adios.
day.
Aaron!
Bye.